What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Birds of the Roundtable, where the PSA, the Philly Sports Alliance, and the TPL, the Painted Lines, come together and bring you all the Eagles content you wanted. I am joined by, of course, by regulars here on the PSA and TPL host. We have Shane from Chalk Talk. We have the Bald Eagle from the Bald Eagle podcast. And, of course, who I call Mr. TPL, even though he's referred to as Mr. Crackpot, Dibes. Welcome, everybody. We are doing top plays of 2021 season for the Eagles. We'll be discussing, showing highlights, and basically just talking about the great plays from last year. So, I mean, you guys just want to get right into it, or does anybody have anything to add?
I don't know, man. I think I'd fit right in with that Bald Eagle podcast. I'm just saying.
There you go.
Is that a prerequisite to be on the show? Is you have to be?
No, not at all. I mean, you clearly have a lot of hair, so I wouldn't shave it if I were you. I mean, this wasn't a decision. This was life kind of chose it for me. You know? I just happen to make it look good. You know what I mean?
Oh, there you go. Love it. Well, yeah. I mean, if we want to go right into it, where we thought about exactly what we wanted to do, what the top plays were from last year. So let's get into Sean's number 5 already on the screen. There is Miles Sanders' screen. Let's get into it.
Second down and 8. Blitz is coming. They set it up to Sanders. If he gets by, he can go. Gets by. Sanders cuts it back. Penalty flag. Inside the 20. Inside the 10.
All right, I'm going to take this off. Go ahead, Sean.
All right. So, I don't know if this was something a play that most people remember, right? It was kind of obscure, but I didn't want to leave Miles Sanders out of this top 5 playlist, right? And, he didn't play as much of the year as we'd like. He didn't run the ball nearly as much as we like, but I think I stand by I always say one of the top 5 running backs in the NFL. So I wanted to show a little bit of what he can do. And in that play, you could see him bounce off some tackles. You could see his speed pulling ahead. Good instincts, finding the hole. So that's why I need that number 5 play of 2021.
Very nice.
Where are you at with Miles Sanders heading into 2022, man? Just real quick. What's your stance?
I'm hopeful that he does. I'm hopeful that he's all in. I know he's at the last year of his contract, and so there's considerations there. I think he can be one of the better running backs, and I think he is. I don't think we've used him properly. We've used him enough or properly. So I think to his detriment. So I'm excited. I'm hopeful that I'm excited for the whole season, especially for Jalen Hurts to kind of hopefully stand out and take some pressure off the running game, so that he gets the ball more often. Yeah.
Very nice.
Roll on.
All right, number 4. We're going this way. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
That makes actually more sense. All right, we'll go into Shane's number 5. It's so good. I like the title. I'm curious to see what it is.
Scored on 4th and goal earlier. Hurts is tripped. Flips. Dive. Touchdown, Boston Scott.
Yeah, that's just one of those plays that. How do you make that? Like, your foot gets stepped on by the offensive line, falling to the ground, just having the wherewithal to flip that ball, shot put that ball out there. Now, we'd probably be saying different things if that pitch didn't turn out good. You could maybe argue that you should just eat the ball in that situation, but it worked out, and that's all that matters. It's the result that's what counts, and just an incredible play by Hurts to get that ball to Scott, and then Scott to finish for the touchdown.
Does a good job of
like when I brought that back, that was like a play that just I completely forgot about.
Yeah,
true.
That was one of those, like, as it happened, as I see him throwing the ball, like in that split second, I was like, I'm either about to tweet something really angry or really happy about this play. Like, I don't know which one, but I'm about to have an extreme emotion, and it turned out to be happiness. So
one of the real valuable parts of his game is his athleticism, right? And that kind of shows it right there. How many quarterbacks in the NFL would have made that pitch or attempted it, and successfully anyway? So yeah,
love it.
Good pick.
All right, we are up to me. Welcome to the NFL Rook. I love the titles, man.
Hurts looking left, lofting left, going for the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Devontae Smith, first NFL catch.
He's so fucking good.
I had to have this one on there. You know, his first catch, as the answer said, his first touchdown, and it was a beautifully thrown ball. And this was the first game of the year. This was in the first quarter. We get to see, you know, exactly what we're getting with our brand new draft pick, and it's just kind of foreshadowing for hopefully a fantastic career for Devontae Smith, and I just absolutely loved it.
Love it, man. I feel like we're going to be seeing that one a lot.
Beautiful rub route by Ertz too.
Absolutely, yeah. That made the play, and the exciting thing for me was how well the whole play worked out. Jalen Hurts took a step back, had plenty of protection, right? Ertz had that great pick and perfect pass. It was an exciting moment for the first game of the year, first quarter. I think we all thought we were gonna do that more often. I think throughout the year.
I'm not gonna lie, I made this like a good bit ago, and I have no idea what my list is. So here we go. Oh, yeah.
Dallas bringing everybody. Hurts gets rid of it. Middle of the field, and it is caught. A flag comes in. It's Quez Watkins.
Yeah, I got my boy Quez. A little tease of what I think he could be in the midst of a breakout year in 2022. I'm really excited for Quez. This was a garbage time play. You know, the Eagles were down 27-7. But Quez had some eye-opening, jaw-dropping plays that a lot of people forget about. And I'm really excited for Quez. I think when we had a previous show, we picked a lot. Like, I think, Ryan, you picked him, or could be wrong, as a breakout star for the Eagles this year. And I couldn't agree more. I'm excited for Quez more in the slot, definitely more targets. I think Quez is awesome. So for me, that catch when he went, he just, we're Eagles fans, so we're used to garbage at the wide receiver spot, and I think this guy's going to take a big leap forward. So that is my number 5.
Yeah. Not only to come back to the ball to draw the pass interference, which certain receivers that won't be named wouldn't do to begin with, but to make the catch through that as well. That was an impressive catch, and even Hurts, stepping up into the pocket, getting out of that sack, and making that pass. That's just. I remember with that play, and even though we were down, I just kind of freaked out because that's what you want to see.
That and we're so used to Eagles, just especially wide receivers, not making plays on the ball, and that was a phenomenal play.
Yeah, no, Quez has had a few of those last year where he just makes an incredible catch, and he clearly has an eye for the ball and knows what it takes to go after it and be aggressive. Which again, as Shane said. We haven't had that a lot lately, so it's refreshing to see.
And don't forget about his speed, right? How many weeks did he hold the record for miles per hour, right, on that screen, right? So speed like crazy as well. So,
all right, let's roll on to number 4 for Sean.
All right,
hopefully it works.
Hurts.
Surprise.
For the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown.
Yeah, we saw that before, right? Excellent play all around. Excellent play. Exciting play. It really started the season off. First game, first touchdown.
Yeah. Best way to
That's
start
a
it.
sneaky move, changing the title there.
Yeah, I was like, wonder what this one is.
So the problem is I've made these at all different times, so I don't remember what the titles are.
That makes it even better. Makes it even better.
All right. Philadelphia.
I know what this one is.
I know what this one is.
We're down at 4, deep drop. Hurts loops out of trouble. Hurts trying to create with his legs. He does, going airborne.
Oh, just caught it.
Yeah, that's just. I mean, that's one of those, that athleticism thing we talked about earlier. It's a 3rd and 4, down by 7 with 8 minutes left in the game, and he rolls out and he gets the first down and he makes a really athletic play to do it. And hey, I'm a sucker for any time a guy does a flip on the field, whether it's on purpose or not. So impressive play, impressive run by Hurts. And it's just that element of the offense that he adds. It's why you want a mobile guy at the quarterback position.
Love it. Let's go on next. Oh, this is the other one.
Yeah, big play Slay, baby.
Melvin Gordon. Straight ahead. Oh, the ball's out. Coming out of there with the football. It's Darius Slay. Slay on the move to the outside. Blockers in front of him. Slay all by himself down the field.
Can I just say that my favorite part of that clip was Teddy Bridgewater's aggressive attempt to tackle. He just basically put his arm out and was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But what's great about that play is from TV perspective, you didn't even know the ball was out. And the ball just kind of is flopping around, and he picks it up, he drops it, he runs backwards, he runs forward. It was a 82-yard play that took forever, but just shows the wherewithal of Slay to pick up the ball and find the end zone. So I mean, Slay ended up scoring 3 touchdowns, I believe, last year.
And I think it was 3 consecutive games.
Yeah, I was going to say it might have been. Just absolutely love that. The acquisition of Slay was really putting in some work last year.
All right, let's go up to my number 4. Sideline grab. We're going to be seeing a lot of this one as well.
Action. Hurts. Going to try to scramble away, and Hurts will throw it up the sideline.
So, I mean, this was week 15, I think, into the season, something along those lines. And this was at the part of the season where I was just week after week after week, I was like, Devontae is so fucking good. He's unbelievable. And nothing against Jalen Hurts, but the main take, there were a lot of misses. There was a lot of miscommunication at times between those two. And I remember saying during our post-game shows, how good this guy could be with, an elite quarterback. And I think Devontae is going to take a huge step forward, of course, on the opposite side of A.J. Brown, just a stud, absolute stud.
All right, Sean's up next, number 3. We have a repeat.
Yep.
Straight ahead. Oh, the ball's out. Coming out of there.
I know you mentioned Ryan, what you liked about this.
Hurts.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I'm working on it.
Go ahead, Sean. What are you going to say about the play?
Again.
So Slay is obviously a good corner, right? Great corner, best corner that we had last year by far. But he's not just a corner, clearly, right? Still fighting for the ball, gets the ball, and then keeps running. Doesn't kneel, doesn't go down, keeps running, and does a great job, right? Gets away from all those guys chasing him, gets through some blockers. So just another added level to his game.
Yeah, he just has a kind of a knack for hence why he's called Big Play Slay.
Yeah.
There is a reason for it.
Anybody get this reference?
Smith is the one. I assume it's a Matrix reference.
Yeah, let's go.
Now I know which one it is. I mean, what a fantastic play, honestly. I mean, going up against another, top 10 pick, Surtain.
Mm-hmm.
I was personally there at that game. There were so many Eagles fans there. Honestly, you thought you were at a home game. People were going nuts at this play. I don't even think we realized how great it was just being in the stadium. But once we kind of saw the replay on it and was like, there's no way he caught that and got in bounds. But yet somehow he had the athleticism to do so. It was awesome.
That play is why you don't want to be a cornerback, because there's literally nothing that Surtain could have done to play that better. He's got both hands between Smith's hands, and somehow he comes down with it. Just an incredible catch to get his feet down, and then to do that to your teammate who was also a top 10 pick. Just incredible.
Yeah.
A perfect pass always beats perfect coverage.
All right. Let's roll on to Ryan.
All right. This one's easy to guess.
The defense is what you're looking for. Ring 5. Hurts taking a deep shot. He's got his man. Quez Watkins. Big gainer. Down inside the 10.
All right.
I believe that was the longest play in the NFL last season that did not score a touchdown.
And then the beauty of it is he barely made a move on the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he really did. He just kind of juked a little and was gone.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't for the safety coming from a great angle, that would have been an instant touchdown. But again, shows you the great speed of Quez and how much I think he's just going to grow incrementally this year.
Oh yeah. All right. I am up. My number 3 is, I have no idea, Devontae's 2-point conversion. This is another play that no one talks about because the game was otherwise terrible. But here we go.
Hurts, a sprint. And now throws. It is caught.
A ridiculous catch. Ridiculous hands. Devontae's the man. That's all I'm going to say. That's
no arguments here.
Yeah. I mean, that ball couldn't have been anywhere else for that to have happened. So while it may not have looked like, the greatest pass by Hurts, considering he was, super under pressure, he literally threw it in the only place that he knew that hit one of his most athletic and talented wide receivers could have caught that. And Smith just extended like go-go gadget arms to catch that.
Crazy. Devontae's so good. Next up, big play Quez. I'm just going to mute the.
Yeah, second time we've seen it.
Sorry, Sean.
Quez Watkins. I mean, I'm on board with everybody here. I think I'm hoping he has a breakout year. Now that we have 2 other receivers that people have to key on, that he might actually be the one that they don't pay attention to very much, right? You got A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, and then Quez Watkins. Who are you going to put more coverage on? So he has a big opportunity.
Big play Quez. Shane goes for the Hurts.
Nice.
Ankle breaker.
Hurts keeps. Hurts cuts. Hurts has the first down. And Jalen Hurts let him just put it away for the Eagles.
All
Yeah, I mean, that's another one. It's just that athleticism. It's another one of those where it's a 3rd and 6. The defense is ready for the play. They have the right things schemed up, and then Hurts just breaks Carl Granderson's ankles. And you can't teach that. It's just that athleticism. And if Hurts can take that step as a passer, his athleticism adds so much to the offense already. They've got him the weapons. I'm excited to see what he can do this year.
Yeah, no, he. Honestly, every time I see that play, all I want is to hear Chris Berman just one last time, just do a whoop.
I'm just gonna play it because it's the same freaking play.
It's the same. I was gonna say. As soon as I saw it, I was like, crap, that's my next one too. I mean, we're obviously gonna overlap here a little bit, but as Shane said, the athleticism is like he literally stops his entire body from going full motion and changes direction. The other guy poor defender. He just had no chance, and everybody else was just chasing after him like playing against some grade schoolers or something.
All right, I'm up. No surprise. It is the Jalen Hurts ankle breaker. I don't know. That's one of my favorite plays of the year last year. It was monumental for this dude. It was his only win against a winning team, and this is exactly where we're gonna see Jalen Hurts take that next step in his growth next year, and that is making plays as a quarterback against really good teams, against really good defenses. The Saints have a really good defense. So this is what I want. This is what I need to see from 2022 Jalen Hurts, man. This play by Jalen Hurts was awesome. I remember watching this live and going absolute bonkers. It was awesome. So this is my number 2.
Yeah.
As the only guy that didn't pick this, I guess I'm giving it away now, right? This wasn't one of the plays I picked. I love Jalen Hurts' athleticism, but my hope is that he has to use it less. I mean, I love it. I think it was amazing that he broke that guy's ankles and that he's been able to flip over people and get extra yards. But I just don't want him to use it. I want him to be able to do it, but not need it because he's busy staying in the pocket, passing the ball. Our running game is doing well, so we don't need to rely on him so much because. While he is athletic and he does make plays, it just opens him up to injury. And if he's going to be good, you don't want him hurt, right? You don't want him hurt. So
I couldn't agree anymore. Absolutely. All right, let's go to number 1 for
number
Sean.
1.
Go, Sean.
Okay.
Second and 12. Play action. Hurts. Going to try to scramble away, and Hurts will fill it up the sideline. Caught but out of bounds. Watch the feet here. Did he get them both down?
This is the part that left foot, right foot. So when I saw this play, the first thing I thought of was, and I've been an Eagles fan since I was for longer than I want to admit, right? When was the last time we had a receiver that could catch the ball like that? When's the last time we had a receiver that could A, catch the ball halfway out of bounds, and B, get both feet in bounds? Right, Devontae Smith was immediately with the touchdown in the first game, and with passes like this, with the catch against Tampa Bay, just things that our receivers never did before. We expected it from Jalen Reagor and whoever else we drafted, but we never got it. And so I put this as number 1 because it made me feel really positive about him and our wide receiver core going forward, which was always a sore spot.
Yeah, I shudder to think of Todd Pinkston and Brown and
James
honestly, yeah, if I keep going, I may literally start crying.
Yeah.
And I honestly saw it was probably
Reggie
like
Brown?
PFF. Yeah, John, stop it. I think it was PFF that again, take them for whatever you want, but I'm pretty sure they had them in the top 5 of wide receiver cores, which. Listen, that fact alone that they are even being considered should tell you everything you need to know about the addition of Brown, the emergence of Smith and Watkins, and whomever might follow Pascal or whoever. But yeah, it's an exciting time to be an Eagles fan and be a fan of the wide receiver position, something we've sorely lacked for many, many years.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1 for Shane. No surprise.
Melvin Gordon. Straight ahead.
Oh, the ball's out.
Coming out of there with the football.
All right, we've already seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember watching this and thinking, as Slay like drops the ball and then is trying to pick it up, I'm just like screaming to fall on it. Like it was 4th down. He stopped them. You just got to fall on the ball, and if you don't, they recover it. It's a first down. They get to keep the ball. It's a 7-point game, and as he's like stumbling around, running back and forth, I just like this. You should never do this. Like if you're out there watching this video right now and you play football, don't ever do that.
No.
But it works. It works.
Jump on it.
I just went from like being so like anxious to just like screaming, go, go, go. It just the whole roller coaster of emotions in that one play for me.
Yeah.
Love it. We need to see more of that in 2022 for sure. Definitely need more. Not from Slay, from the defense.
I'll be perfectly honest. I may have been a little intoxicated at that point during the game in the stands, to where I probably I'm gonna say I didn't notice it happening live. And then all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa, he scored a touchdown! All right!" That's what happens when you go out to Denver for a game, you know.
It feels like Denver is showing up in our top 5 plays.
I know. I mean, they that was really one of their best games overall.
Yeah.
I mean, and not only just as a team, but just obviously in individual plays.
Here's Ryan. Here's your number 1.
Another Denver play. My number 1 here. The perfect pass, the perfect catch, and yeah, it just again only goes to show you the potential of this kid and what we have in an offense now that we've added a bona fide, top guy in AJ Brown. You have, Quez Watkins, as we've said, is going to hopefully emerge. Nobody's really even talking about Dallas Goedert. This is kind of the year in the Ertz timeline where he really stepped up. This could be that year for Goddard. And man, I hope NFL defense better hope Miles Sanders doesn't stay healthy, because if all of that is clicking at once, you don't have enough guys to stop it, honestly.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go to my number 1, and let me just say, I couldn't.
This is how he always starts when he cheated.
I couldn't. Like, I had it in my head that I wanted it to be like purposefully like one thing, and that led me down a YouTube rabbit hole, and that just kind of it combined a few plays into one, which I think is symbolic of what we saw from the Eagles, and to be the number 1 moment of last season. I think definitely this is definitely the most appropriate. It's the O-line dominance. For me, it was Jordan Mailata just completely destroying people. It was Jason Kelce in that second level. How many times last year? There's Jordan Mailata just blowing up and Atlanta Falcons.
I just tweeted that play again this morning.
I saw that. But yeah, you're right.
Thompson catching a touchdown. Like, they were just absolutely amazing. The Eagles O-line is my number 1, and I couldn't pick one of those. It had to be together. Yeah. So for me, like the best part about the Eagles was that O-line.
Shane, you're right. He absolutely cheated.
Yeah.
I almost thought about using Lane Johnson's touchdown as one of my 5 because I didn't think anybody else would. But
it was in the mix. But yeah, I ultimately decided to go against it. But yeah,
the other one that just missed for me was the punt block against the Panthers.
Yeah,
that was close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's, not to turn it back to the offensive line, but according to Pro Football Focus, we are the number 1 offensive line in the NFL this year.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, whether you follow PFF, and or take it with a grain of salt. Again, these are all great things that you want to have. Your play. I think they rated Malata as the number 2 best offensive tackle.
For real?
Yeah. They right after
Number 2 left tackle.
No. Tackle.
Not just left. Yeah.
Tackle.
Oh wow. Yeah.
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 They did like a top 10, of course, people were up in arms why Lane Johnson wasn't on there because he obviously always gets disrespected. But, yeah.
So wait. So this is 2022 best tackles heading into 2022. That's got to be, I mean, right there alone is probably the best draft pick of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Thank you, international. Right, that was the international exception. We had an extra guy on the practice squad because of him.
Jesus,
that is
man.
true.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You wrap it up?
Yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. We just went through some of the greatest plays from the 2021 season. Obviously, we shared many alike, but there were a lot of ones that I wasn't expecting to see on there. Which was great. Obviously we all know, a little bit of cheating there at the end, but it's all right. We want to give love to our offensive line, and they were fantastic. But here's the list right here to take a look at before we head on out. Let us know whose top 5 you think is the best. Or again, if there was one play you think we forgot, let us know for sure. So always make sure that you're following all of us, not only the Painted Lines, the Philly Sports Alliance on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all over the social medias. Make sure you give us a like, follow, share, and comment and let us know, because that's the best part about all of this is interacting with everybody. So I want to thank everybody for tonight. Another fantastic Birds of the Roundtable episode. This is fastly becoming one of my favorite things to do on a Tuesday night. So we're appreciative of everyone who's joining us. Of course, my good buddy Sean, thank you so much, pal. Appreciate it. Make sure you check out Sean's show tomorrow night. What time do you normally go on? Like 6, right?
6 p.m. Yep. Wednesdays at 6.
Bald Eagle Podcast. Gotta love it.
That's right.
I'll let the other 2 gentlemen, go ahead and plug your stuff because you're obviously more familiar with that. So go ahead.
Yeah, Jane, you go first.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at @halfandhalf_TPL. Check out my podcast I do with Mark Henry Jr., Chalk Talk. We should be firing up an episode later this week. We're going to be drafting an all under 25 team against each other. So that should be a fun episode. Dibes is a frequent guest for us there, especially during draft season. Also, check out on the Painted Lines YouTube, we have a playlist called Football 101. It's got 2 videos in it right now. I'm adding one each week, breaking down different things. So we've covered coverage shells and cover 2 zone defense. I'm going to be breaking down cover 2 man defense this week. Strengths, weaknesses, how to attack it, and how to recognize it. So make sure you go check those out. That's some of my favorite content that I do, is that film type stuff. So give that a look.
Awesome, Shane. All right, here we go.
Do we have enough time to name everything you're doing?
We have Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan reviews tomorrow night, back to back, 7 and 8. That's going to be, those are my babies. I'm really excited for that. Thursday night, we have a round mound of talk around. It's basically this, but Sixers roundtable show. We've got like 6 guests. We're loaded. We're
Nice.
counting down our top 5 NBA draft targets for the Sixers. That's going to be a lot of fun. Then right after that, I've got Washington Commanders YouTuber joining me and Rob for Party on Broad. And we're going to finish our NFC East preview, grade the Jesus. I keep calling them Redskins. I'm never not going to call them Redskins.
Red Wolves.
Tommy.
But we're going to grade
Tommies, yeah.
We're going to grade that. Oh, get out! Reese Hoskins just jacked one. Tie game. Let's go.
No way.
All right, anyway,
Reese, baby.
Reese is on fire right now,
On
man.
fire. Yeah, the fact that that was his first walk-off hit ever was astonishing.
Anyway, tie game for the Phillies. That was a huge hit. Anyway, so we're gonna finish our NFC's preview tomorrow. We're gonna position by position breakdown for Washington, and then we're going to kind of do a reaction because I have a lot of data, a lot of numbers on all of the positions. We've had YouTubers from the Cowboys and the Giants and stuff come on, so we're gonna kind of react to that. Then what else? We've got NBA draft pods on Jaden Hardy. If you want a shot creator for the Sixers, he is a really fun pick. Then we're also doing Kendall Brown, nice little 3-and-D dude. And then who else? Blake Wesley, combo guard out of Notre Dame this week with me and Tiago. Tiago is an absolute monster when it comes to Sixers analysis. Absolute monster. He carries the show. I just kind of like piggyback off of him. But anyway, that's basically it until we get to the draft, and then it's all birds all the time for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, love it, man. That is basically it. And movie draft. We've got a movie draft in the works. It's like a fantasy football / movie thing where it's like snake style. And this one is going to be really fun because we pick movies, 10 teams live in like fantasy football style. We're going to do a wheel spinner, and every round the wheel spinner is going to pick a decade, and you have to pick a movie from the decade. And then people vote for who has the best collection of 6 movies. So that's coming in the next couple weeks. So that's about it.
Wow, yeah, that's about it. I love that.
That's it. That's all you got. All I do is Eagles, man.
10 minutes later. I love it. I don't know how you stay so busy. But yeah, seriously, guys, we really do appreciate. Make sure not only do you can you check out some TPL stuff on the Philly Sports Alliance Facebook. You can check out Philly Sports Alliance stuff on the TPL YouTube. It's been a fantastic little partnership, and obviously we created this show that I absolutely love. So please join us next week. We'll have another set of topics, some maybe new people popping in and out. And yeah, we're keeping this rolling all season, and we're excited to keep doing it. So we appreciate everybody for hanging out. So that's it for us. We're gonna head on out. Anybody have any last final things to say before we pop on off?
Hi, Kathleen. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate it. I don't know why that keeps doing that to you. We'll get it fixed. I promise. We'll work it out. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys next week for another edition of the Birds of the Roundtable.